Good morning, everyone. It's Declan here from Central YMCA. I hope you're doing well, keeping safe. Today's session, I just want to revisit some floor-based exercises that we've covered in previous sessions, but focus more on the technique side of them now. So today's exercise that I really want to focus on is reciprocal reach, or the Superman, as they call it. And I'm going to go through the various options that you can sort of follow depending on your strength, or if you have any conditions or any injuries. So remember, just listen to your body. If you have a wrist, an elbow, shoulder injury, listen to the options that you have, and then you can sort of build on this exercise over time. So this is a floor-based exercise. So obviously, you need to be comfortable getting down to the floor and back up again. I would suggest maybe being close to a stable surface. You've got something that you can kind of help to pull yourself up again if you need it. Make sure you've got some toweling or a blanket on the floor. And I've actually got an extra blanket just for my knees. So if you have sort of knee injuries or issues, it might be good having a pillow there as well, just so you've got a bit of extra padding. Same would go for your wrists as well. So you can use those too. And just make sure you've got some water close to hand, some comfortable loose-fitting clothing on. And I would recommend you either do this exercise in bare feet or in socks. So, reciprocal reach. Now, those of you who've done my floor-based exercises before will remember this one. So I'm just going to move my blanket back a little bit. So this is a really good one to do if you have any sort of lower back issues, if you want to strengthen your abdominal muscles, your core muscles, and if you want to just improve your posture, okay? So the first thing is just to find a stable box position. So you want to have your elbow in line with your wrist and your knees in line with your hip. So knee in line with hip. And it may take a few seconds just to find that kind of lovely neutral spine here. Now, initially, all I want you to do is to focus on drawing the abdominals in towards the spine and also engaging your pelvic floor. All right, so the pelvic floor muscle is the muscle that you use to stop yourself from going to the toilet when there is none available. So you need to draw that from internal contraction from back to front and engage that small muscle. If you need to make a fist with your hands, you can do. Otherwise, spread your fingers out, please. So find your position, engage your pelvic floor, tighten the navel in. Now, the first move in reciprocal reach, we're simply going to extend the right arm forward, you bring it back in, and the left arm. So this is your starting point. This may be enough for now, and this is just a case of practicing this move, getting used to that feeling of being slightly imbalanced. Keep the shoulder blades soft as you extend the arm forward, bringing it back in. This is stage one of this exercise. Just a nice, easy lifting through. The palm is facing down and you are reaching the arm forward. You can see how I'm still keeping stable through my lower back, not moving my hips. Exhale as you extend, inhale as you come back. Let's do two more, please. Good, lovely. Last one, and then you release. Now from here, you can just gently roll your hips a little bit here, just kind of loosen them up. It's quite a nice thing to do just to kind of get a sense of where it might feel a little tight. You may also just want to gently allow your hips to sink back a little bit and just rest your forearms down for a couple of breaths here. It's just a good way of opening up lower back, glutes, and hips. Shake out your wrists a little bit here as well if you need to. Just loosen them up. And then we're going to come back up to our box position and we're going to re-engage our pelvic floor, please. Draw the navel in. Stage two of this exercise, we're going to focus on your legs now. So spread your fingers. Make sure the shoulders are in line with the wrists. Look forward. So again, we're not letting the head drop. We want to keep our eye line forward. Now we're going to simply extend the leg back. We're going to bring it back in and we're going to alternate. So the leg extends back and we're going to come back in. So again, slow and controlled, pointing the toes, extend, come back in. Extend, squeezing your glutes as you come back in and release. So I'm just going to move my mat forward a little bit here because I want you to see my toes as I do this. So again, find your box position, engage pelvic floor. Make sure the knees are in line with your hips. Look forward, please. Soften your shoulders. You extend. Now you can see how my leg is lengthening and I'm contracting my buttocks, my thighs, extending out. Those toes are really pointing. You're working the ankle joint and you extend. So this is really stage 2. Simply moving the legs, alternating. And imagine that your lower back was a table and you were balancing a glass of water on it. All right, so you want to try and avoid too much twisting through the lower back. One more. Good. Now we're just going to slowly allow ourselves to sink back and have a couple of breaths. Walk our hands back in and shake them out. So that was stage 1, was the arm reach. Stage 2 was the leg. Stage 3, which is where you would bring everything together. So remember what I said, you could progress. You could do stage 1 for a week or 2. Start to build up that core strength. Start to work your pelvic floor. And after sort of 2 or 3 weeks of doing that one, you could focus on just doing stage 2, your legs. And you could do that again for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long it feels comfortable. Stage 3, which is what I'm going to do now, is slightly more advanced. So you could do this one straight away if you have the strength and you have no injuries, all right? But again, focusing on your alignment through your spine, your engagement of your glutes, your engagement of your core muscles, and very important, your engagement of your pelvic floor, okay? So, coming back to a box position, make sure the knees are in line with your hips. Make sure that your hands are in line with your shoulders, please. Take a few seconds here just to find stability around the waistline. Tighten the navel in, engage your pelvic floor. So now have a look. We're going to reach our right arm forward and our left leg away. You're going to inhale, come back in. Left arm forward, right leg away. Point the toes, slowly come back in. So again, keep doing this movement now, holding it for about 2 seconds as you extend and then coming back in. So it's never a rushed position. You're pointing the toes, you're keeping the shoulder blades soft as you extend the arm. Lengthen, release. Lengthen, exhale as you go out. Inhale as you come back in. Okay, this is going to be your last one. Reach and release. Again, roll your hips here a little bit, side to side, whatever feels good. Let the hips sink back. Shake out your wrists a little bit. Just do some movements with your hands. Just give them a little bit of a palms up, palms down, just to get rid of any tightness or stiffness. And shake it out. So that exercise was your Superman or reciprocal reach, okay? Now I'm going to show you in my next video the modified version of that. So if you have really, it's impossible for you for whatever reason to kind of have any pressure on the wrists or the elbows because of injuries, new or old, there is an option to do that on your stomach, all right? So we'll do that in the next video. But as I said before, you know, focus on stage 1. After a week or 2, move to stage 2. And then after, when you feel ready, move to stage 3. or again, you could do stage 3 straight away. This is just a technique video to make sure people understood the movement that you're doing. So thank you for watching, everyone. Take care. Have a lovely Sunday. Thank you for supporting us and watching the videos. Oh, Kitty's arrived. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.